Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is David Stewart on behalf of St. Andrews College. Welcome to the Friday night game of the 41st annual McPherson Tournament! It's as though no time passes at all, because here we are again, the annual pilgrimage to Aurora, Ontario, and the coveted McPherson Tournament. And the air is filled with hope, with courage, with determination, and love for all things hockey. In 1900, the first St. Andrews College hockey team played their first game wearing the St. Andrews Cross, and the legend of St. Andrews hockey was born. We congregate tonight in this hallowed space to celebrate all things Andrian, and with the hope that we will see our boys on Sunday afternoon hoist the cup. Hockey is in the very fabric of our being as Andrians, and it has been since the very beginning. So too is the Friday night game. This energy, this enthusiasm, this spirit is a way of life, and it's almost impossible to describe to anyone who remains unfamiliar. For the past 41 years, the Friday night home game has been a celebration of all things Andrian, a time for this community to come together and celebrate the game that we love so dearly. Canadians have always celebrated their game, and young boys and girls have grown up for generations, yearning for hockey stardom. And today, a group of young Andrians will begin their journey to achieve something very special, to win their tournament, the 41st annual McPherson Tournament. So, as Ernest Hemingway so eloquently suggests, there is neither yesterday, certainly, nor is there tomorrow. There is only now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and hockey fans watching from around the world, welcome to the LeBaron Family Arena, the home of your St. Andrews College Saints! For several years, the inclusion of the number 142 St. Andrews College Highland Cadet Corps pipes and drums have added a unique Andrian flair to the Friday night event. This year will be no exception. Under the direction of Mr. Matt McIsaac, Major Brian McHugh, and Lieutenant Jamie Ingalls, the pipes and drums are led by Cadet Pipe Major Andy Wang, with Cadet Drum Major Marcus Knoop and Drum Sergeant Christian Moretto. It's a privilege to welcome to the ice the number 142 St. Andrews College Highland Cadet Corps Pipes and Drums! Tonight's game is an international affair, and we're pleased to welcome to the McPherson Tournament one of St. Andrew's rivals from the PHC, from Culver, Indiana, wearing maroon and white, the Culver Academies Eagles. And please welcome to the ice, proudly waving the St. Andrews flag, two members of our U12 hockey team, Hudson Hambly Miller and Bosco Yang. And making their way onto the ice, wearing white and red, hailing from Aurora, Ontario, your St. Andrews College Saints! I would ask that both teams please line up on their respective red lines as I announce the starters. Once the starters have been announced, please join your teammates on the blue line for the puck drop and the anthems. Here's your starting lineup for the Culver Academies Eagles. Playing defense, wearing number 3, Max Holland. Playing D, wearing number 9, John Crawford.
I got him, yep.
Playing forward, wearing number 16, Blaine Crane.
Yeah.
Also at forward, number 25, Brady Caderna. And at forward, wearing number 6, Patrick McSherry. Starting in goal, wearing number 1, Maverick Avent. Joining their teammates on the blue line, please welcome the rest of the Culver Academy Eagles under head coach Kevin Patrick and assistant coaches Brian Rosenthal and Paul Palacier. And now, the starting lineup for your St. Andrews College Saints!
Check. You good? Yep.
From Toronto, Ontario, wearing number 18 and starting on defense, Oliver Turner! And also starting on defense, an alternate captain, wearing number 25 from Nobleton, Ontario, Sebastian Delalce. And from Ottawa, Ontario, wearing number 9 and starting at center, Kieran Durbin. Wearing number 16 and starting at forward, from Mississauga, Ontario, Michael Deck. And also from Mississauga, Ontario, wearing number 11, your Saints captain and starting forward, Aiden Lane. And starting in goal, wearing number 1, an alternate captain hailing from Maple, Ontario, Paolo Farasca. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the rest of your St. Andrews College Saints under coach David Manning and assistant coaches Jeff Brenna and Kevin Gate. Please join me in welcoming at center ice a large group of devout Andrians who during their time at St. Andrews hoisted the McPherson Trophy. Please welcome back these legends, these past McPherson champions. Dropping the puck tonight for the ceremonial face-off is St. Andrews College alumni and past McPherson champion from the class of 2015, Mr. Justin Fragona. Joining Justin is the head of school for St. Andrews College, Mr. Kevin McHenry. Joining Mr. McHenry is the chair of the Board of Governors, Mr. Mark Etherington. And finally, joining them on the red carpet is the Mayor of Aurora, His Worship, Mr. Tom Rackus. Let's have a big round of applause for these past McPherson champions. I would ask that Max Holland, the captain of the Culver Academy Eagles, please go to center ice for the ceremonial face-off. Joining him, the captain of your Saints, Aiden Lane. Thank you, gentlemen, and welcome home. I would like to now direct your attention to the ice in our flag party, led onto the ice by senior escort to the flags, Cadet Warrant Officer Sam McIntosh. Carrying the American flag is Cadet Warrant Officer Evan Smith, and carrying the Canadian flag is Cadet Lieutenant Kevin Zhang. I would ask that you please rise if you are able. Remove your baseball caps and direct your attention to the flags at ice level for the playing of both the American and Canadian national anthems. Singing the anthems this evening is St. Andrews College's very own Ethan St. Pierre.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight for the rampart we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came prove through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing thou star, star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot comme qu'à ton bras pour de le périr, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est-tu et pour périr les plus brillants ces soirs. God keeps our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, hello, SAC Nation and hockey fans everywhere. We are live at LeGreur Family Arena here on the campus of St. Andrews College in Aurora, Ontario. This is the 41st annual McPherson Hockey Tournament. Hi, everyone. I'm Norm Finning, along with Parker Byfulci, who will do the color and play-by-play tonight. We've got Jack Layler and Brandon Sun on the cameras. Jeremy Lewis is the ghost cameraman for us today. Dean Johnson and his team are producer, and Mr. Matt Wyatt, as always, is the executive producer. So, Parker, this is the second game for the Saints, second game for Culver. They're both undefeated. First game for the Saints, they won 5-2, but they were down 2-0 early in that game. You're the manager of the team. You're in the change room. What was the feeling before this game?
The feeling is they got to treat this one like every other game. They know there's a few more people in the stands, but they know it's just like any other hockey game. Culver's a familiar foe with them. They got to just play how they play on a daily basis, and they think they can come out on top.
And as you probably noticed if you tuned in earlier in the broadcast, lots of pomp and circumstance. For some of these players, this will be the biggest game they ever play in. So play is underway. Saints are in their familiar white and red, going left to right across your screen, and they break it out with Aiden Lane. Captain gets it, looks to get it across. Michael Deck follows up, he's taken down. Aiden Lane drives the net. Puck is loose in front, comes back to Lecce with the pinch. Keeps it in for the Saints. Aiden Lane behind the red line now, digging for it. Puck is cleared to the half wall and finally carried out the rest of the way by number 6. That's Patrick Masheri. He dumps it in, and the Eagles will go for a change. Dervin plays that back to Lecce, will retreat. Puck comes back to him again off the boards, but not outed. Now it is. It's chipped out the rest of the way. Carrying that in is Jake DeCapo. Etobicoke, Ontario boy, bringing it down into the zone for the Saints. There's the first check of the game. And the fans behind the boards love every second of it. Karskadin circling in his own zone. Here he comes through the neutral zone with speed. Karskadin knifes it in, follows it himself. Takes his man to the wall. 2 Saints behind the red line. Get in front. There's a shot. And the first save of the game is made by Maverick Avant. He is from Honcho, Cucamacho, California.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people here. This is the show, Friday night game. It's marked on everyone's calendar. I'm sure Culver was excited to be chosen to play in this one. They've had some close matchups this year, so they were ready for this one.
Well, it's an incredible environment, as you said, Parker. The place is absolutely full. In fact, you could make a case that you could raise the roof here and probably put in another couple thousand seats, and you still might have some people standing. That's how many are here today. As the puck is knifed out, on his horse is John Kartsanakis, and he dumps it into the zone for the Eagles. Puck behind the goaltender now. We haven't even mentioned Paulo Frasca in net for the Saints today. Mateo Bates was in this morning for the win. Puck along the half wall, dumped back in the Saints zone. Finn Kearns back for it, rims it around to the side. Saints are off. There's a pass up the wing. Chasing that down is Nolan Long. Long gets there first. He's taken to the wall by number 4, Blake Manning. Puck comes in front, and Maverick Avante will scoop that up.
Yeah, Maverick Avant has played against the Saints many times this year. They've got a lot of shots, and I think the key is they got to go cross-ice a lot, look for those one-timers on the power play that Michael Dex likes to shoot, and I think that should be their key to success, to bury some.
Now that is the pep band you can hear behind us with playing the Hockey Night in Canada theme. All kinds of extra things going on here, and they are under the tutelage of Eric McMillan. So great job by them as Culver brings the puck into the zone. They clear it up high off the wall. Saints first there to get it though, and they're on the way again. Jackson Culver gets it over the blue line, no further. It's dumped back in the rest of the way by Austin Gow. Back to get it is Logan Shannon. He's actually a local boy, Oro Medante, here in Ontario. Just up Highway 400. Carrying the puck up is Jacob Hansen. He's taken the wall, but not before he dumps it in, and the Eagles will go for a change, so easy clear here for the Saints. Off the stick of Aiden Lane is the first line for Coach Manning is back out there again of Durbin, Lane, and Michael Deck. They've had 139 points so far this season. That's almost as many as the other 3 lines combined for the Saints. There's a shot, and another good save by Maverick Avant. Lots going the Saints' way right now. A little faster start for them than their game this morning when they went down 2 goals early to Victory Honda, but then came back with 5 unanswered. Back to get the puck is John Crawford. Crawford over to the right side, John Collins Williams dumps it in, and he takes a big hit from Durbin. Aiden Lane gets it to the blue line, but not out. It's dumped back in by the Eagles. Back to get it for the Saints is Oliver Turner. Pass off the wall. There's no icing as the Saint touched that. Settling down behind the net is Maverick Avant. And John Crawford rims it around the other side to teammate number 13, John Fitzpatrick. Still can't clear, and the puck is kept in by the Saints. That's Karskadin. Puck is knocked off his stick and carried in, and Ryan Bacone dumps it in for the Eagles. Puck is cleared directly below us now, dumped in the rest of the way by Luke Sinclair. And in there is Jake DiCapo. He scored a goal this morning. So very few whistles here in this game. Very fast pace, as you can imagine. Lots of adrenaline. All the pregame ceremony, and that puck is chipped into the Culver bench.
Yeah, that pregame ceremony is special. ESP with the singing, the ceremonial puck drop, and the piping and drumming as always is stellar. What a show put on by SAC.
So the third line of Morgan Bolche and Nolan Long out there for the Saints. Austin Gow and Connor Durbin, who's got the puck right now in the back end for the Saints. They get the puck below the red line. There's a shot from a sharp angle that hit a leg and it went wide, but Saints maintain possession, dumped it back in by Connor Durbin. Puck below the red line now. Saints looking to get something in front of the net. Good job by Culver there as they chip it off the glass and out, and Austin Gow back to get it. John Kartsanakis right on his tail. Nice pass there. And Saints very clean on their breakout so far. There's Jacob Bolche on the right wing. Gets it in front. Oh, and that didn't miss Nolan Long by much. Saints absolutely flying out here to start this game. Puck is rimmed around over to the other side. Austin Gow comes in for the pinch, thinks better of it. Backs up and he ends up with the puck. Saints will get a change. 11:21 left to go here in the first period. No score. Culver regroups, gets it over to Logan Shannon. He shoots it up through the center of the ice. He was looking for number 16, Blaine Cron, but that's broken up. And Saints again with an easy exit out of their own zone. Lucas Padome over to this side, chipped in off the stick of Bordeaux, and he chases. Back to get it is Jacob Hansen, who's taken to the wall, but they clear it. Goes over to the far ring, number 16, Blaine Blaine Cron, I beg your pardon, dumps it into the corner. And Saints very physical here as the puck goes below the red line. And Sebastian Deleche starts things off over to Prudhomme. Prudhomme dumps it, he'll go for a change. And the Eagles break it out. They lose it to Finn Kearns. Finn Kearns over to Luca De Placido. De Placido loses an edge, but kept in by Dervin. Dervin, right at the dot, carries it in front. And good job by the defender to tie that up. Here's another shot, and a good save by the goaltender off the stick of De Placido. Big body check there by Finn Kearns. And Parker, I would say so far this game, it's starting out fast, but also much more physical than this morning's game.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more checks along the boards, and I think the crowd has something to do with that. Players are looking to be more physical, to fire up the crowd a little bit. And because Culver's a strong team, they know at Military Academy, they're going to come out strong, play gritty, so they know they have to counteract that.
So Dervin, Lane carried it through the zone to Dervin, back to Lane in the corner, gets it back to the point. There's a shot, lots of traffic. No one touched it though, and Maverick Avante doing a good job of scanning that puck and making the save. So a couple of results from this morning in the Hamilton division. As I mentioned, St. Andrews College beat Victory 6-2. This Culver Academy team beat the Long Island Gulls 4-3, and in the Mahar division, Northwood School beat Bishop Kearney 1-0, and the Brunswick School beat the GOJHL U18 All-Stars 4-1. Again, this is a two division round robin tournament, so 4 teams in 2 divisions. They will play each other once for a total of 3 games, and then the top 2 teams in each division will cross over in a semifinal. As I mentioned, both these teams 1-0. They both won their games this morning. And back comes Culver. Blake Manning on his off wing takes a shot that's handled easily by Fresca. Puck comes below the red line. Saints there first. And a nifty little twirling dot pass clears it out of the zone for the Saints, but they give it right back. John Crawford carries the puck into the zone, gets it back. Crawford goes cross ice. Passes behind its intended target, John Fitzpatrick. Ends up in the corner. And the Saints come up with it. Austin Gow. Some open ice for him. He dumps it and will go for a change. Puck is played by the net and ends up on Max Holland's stick. Holland plays that ahead. It's number 10, Eugene Edom. They get to center ice, but no further. Good job there, good stick as the Saints keep it in. Over on the far side, nifty stick work there. And driving hard, and just missing on the near side was Nolan Long on a solo effort. There's another shot, that's deflected, and that's just wide. There's another body check handed out by Jacob Bolche. And the Eagles finally come up with the puck, and out they come. That's number 21 for them. Tobias Tilley, he's taken to the wall in the corner. Puck stays in the corner. Referee's not blowing that down. Very little movement. Finally, Saints come up with it. Morgan flips it off the boards all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. So just 7:17 left here in the first period. This time is just flying by, Parker.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of whistles here so far, and that's due to the physical play and fast-paced game. Not a lot of shots on goal that have not been without a rebound, and that just shows the high level of hockey that's on display tonight.
So a big face-off here. It's the third line of Morgan Long and Bolche out there for the Saints, and now that Morgan wins the draw. And the Saints have been very good from the dot so far in this tournament today. Puck is cleared all the way down. Logan Shannon drops that off to number 8, Jacob Hansen. Plays it back, and Culver clears the zone and dumps it in the Saints. Saints come right back up with it. Jackson Culver driving hard. Culver. And no penalty on that play. It was close, but got a streaking Culver. Eagle and a big body check laid out there by Finn Kearns. And it looks like we've got a penalty. Looks like it's an interference call, not going against Kearns, but Lucas Prudhomme. I saw the body check. I didn't actually see the interference. Parker, did you see that?
I think he tried to squeeze a guy against the boards when he was out of the play.
I see. Okay, so Lucas Prudhomme is in the box for the Saints.
That's the first thing on our score sheet of the night.
Yep. Been a very clean game so far. Referee blew the whistle. We'll do that one again. Actually met Mr. Prudhomme before the game. He came up and said hello. He and his wife are here watching the game. Said to make sure to say hi to Earl and Flo, grandparents in Ottawa that are watching this one. We mentioned to any fans, if you come here to the arena, come and see us in the booth. Love to say hi to you, and you've got a shout out, we'll do that too. There's a shot that's ripped over the top of the net, kept in though by the Eagles. Played over by the far wall. Saints digging for it there is Luca De Placido. Eagles come up with it momentarily. Keenan Durbin. Kieran Durbin gets it out, and there's a break. Lane. Durbin's with him. Durbin picks it up, and he draws the penalty. So Max Davis, that penalty would go under the good category as Kieran Durbin had a great opportunity on the far side of the net. So we now have 4-on-4 hockey. It's 1:20 left in the Culver penalty.
Yeah, so it seems like Saints will get about a 30-second power play after Prudhomme comes out of the box here.
So Deck wins the draw for the Saints, and Austin Gow will retreat, allow the Saints to set up. And there is Michael Deck with a full head of speed, lays that off to Luke Sinclair, gets in front. Oh, and they thought they had the goal. Deck had his stick up over his head, but what a save by Maverick Avante.
Yeah, that was a really close call. Nice tip there by Deck off the pass from Sinclair. Could have been 1-0 Saints easily so far. And they've been getting plenty of shots and peppering Avant early, and I think they're going to continue to do that. And I think that's their best way of attack.
Puck comes over to the far side. Connor Durbin hustles over, keeps that in for the Saints. Luke Sinclair now by himself below the red line. Puck finally won by Culver. And they'll slowly break that out. There's a long searching pass for Max Holland. That's a little too far, and that's an icing. So big offensive face-off here for the Saints as they make a full change.
Yeah, and tomorrow the Saints have the Long Island Gulls at 11:15, and the Long Island Gulls lost to this Culver team 4-3 today in overtime.
Yeah, and we should mention, check out our website, sac.on.ca. Has all kinds of information about St. Andrews College here, which we'll get into, but it also has lifetime results of all the games here in the tournament, standings of the teams, and upcoming games. There's a turnover, Aiden Lane with it. Lane drags it, takes a shot, short side, gets the rebound, wrap around, he scores! Aiden Lane takes the shot on the short side, got the rebound, wrapped it around, and Saints are up 1.
Aiden Lane saw the goalie out of position and decided to take advantage to make his 26th goal of the year.
So at the 11-minute mark, Aiden Lane, as he has done so many times this year, 45 points, call it 46 now, and call it an even 140 points for that line. We mentioned it earlier, that first line, the SAC team is very first line heavy, and they demonstrated it right there as Aiden Lane put the Saints up 1. So we are still with 4-on-4 hockey here for another 12 seconds, potentially, as the puck is in the Saints zone, and Kieran Durbin settles it down. He lays it off. I beg your pardon, that wasn't Durbin, but Jackson Culver lays that off to Finn Kern, back to Culver. It's broken up. and cleared down the ice. The Saints now have the power play for 30 seconds. Luca DePlacido starts things off for the Saints. It's off a stick, but in support is number 19, Jacob Bolche. He dumps and chases and gets support from Luke Sinclair. Puck is held in the corner. Comes back to Finn Kearns, goes cross ice. There's a one-timer. Oh, and that one stung, but Ryan Bocone took one for the team. He's going to go off the ice, but great block. Puck below the red line, played in front. No one there for the Saints. It's broken up by Culver, number 22, and he'll clear it down the ice. Max Davis, good job by him, takes a shot. He rips that wide. Kept in, though, by Culver. On the backhand in front, and a great opportunity for number 18, Luke Petruzzi. Here we go the other way. Oh, Cooper Bordeaux just ran out of space, drove hard into the post, but great effort on his part as the action is end-to-end right now. Back we come the other way, that's offside. With 3:16 left to go here in the first period.
Yeah, and that goal was Aiden Lane's first of the game, second of the day. And like you mentioned, that first line, they have combined for over 200 points this year. So it's really something impressive what that first line has been able to do and what they're going to do in the future for this team.
Absolutely. Puck is dumped into the zone by number 8, Jacob Hansen. Saints get their first, and they'll break it out. DeCapo dumps it in. Karskadin takes his man to the wall. And whenever anything happens along that wall, there's 125 Saints fans representing the 125th anniversary of the school, most without their shirts on, pounding on the glass. Puck in the Saints zone now, played back to the blue line. There's a long shot, lots of traffic. The goaltender saw it, steered it away. Karskadin. Nice little pivot there. Gets the puck back to Austin Gow. They go D to D, and the Saints break it out. Connor Durbin. To DeCapo, that's dumped in, and that's held by the goaltender Maverick Avante. Again, this is the 41st annual McPherson Hockey Tournament. Top high school players and teams from around North America. This year we've got teams from Ontario, British Columbia, Connecticut, Indiana, Michigan, and New York. And as Kevin McHenry always says, competition and camaraderie is what this tournament has come to stand for. Saints on the offensive end again, and there's a good body check there, handed out by number 25. That's Brady Kuduna. But Saints first to the puck again, and Parker, we saw this the last 2/3 of their game this morning. They were so quick to win those 50-50 battles.
Yeah, and it really comes down to the effort and hustle they're willing to put out, and they've been doing it all year. This morning, yeah, they started slow, but they really got to it, and they scored 6 goals in like 5 goals in one period, and that is something really impressive, that this team can explode whenever. So they look to do that again today.
So puck dumped in the Saints zone, and that's going to be an icing. Saints record 31-10-1 so far this season. Culver is 19-11-0. Again, I can't stress enough the great atmosphere we've got here. Just walking into the rink, there was a 4-person jazz band that greets you coming in. There's a pep band playing here. We saw the drums and pipes as well during the pregame. I mean, an absolute spectacle. Such a treat to be here. Saints get it in front, and another good save by Avante, as stepping all the way in was Luca DePlacido getting the shot. Finn Kearns retreats all the way behind his own net. He sets up the breakout for the Saints. DePlacido back to Kearns, and out they go. Dervin, short side shot. Good save there by Avante again, but Dervin comes up with the rebound. He'll circle. Another shot. Lots of traffic. Deck comes down with it as we're inside the last minute now. There's a shot. Looks like we're going to get a penalty. So
Yeah.
we've got an interference call, and this one's going against the Saints to Kieran Durbin. So we'll get our first look at the power play here for Culver. So big face-off here for the Saints as they try to kill this. Only 56.6 seconds left here in the second period. Don't go away, as during the intermission we've got some great on-ice activities. Following that, another edition of SAC Today, which is the great magazine that's put together by Mr. Wyatt's journalism class. Puck is in the Saints zone, rim behind the red line. Austin Gow comes up with it, and he'll clear it down the ice as we break the 30-second barrier here in the first period. Back comes Culver, rink-wide pass over to number 9. That's John Crawford. He gets it to the blue line. They play it in front. That's tipped. And the goaltender will do it himself as Paulo Frasca, both Saints goaltenders, very mobile, very confident with playing the puck. And that will about do it. So, after one period, our score is 1-0 in favor of the Saints. The only goal scorer, Aiden Lane, at the 11-minute mark of the first period.
Yeah, and during this intermission, we're going to have the prospects game with all the SAC students who aren't the most skilled players, so it's a treat every year to watch. And after that, we'll be playing some of our SAC Today that the broadcast journalism class here at SAC has created. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh. And the face-off has started. And here goes Team White back for it. Mantis Bard with the puck. Mantis Bard's got it. Backhands it over. Whoa. Yeah. T-shirt cannon is flying here. Oh, Nantes back. Good defense there. Oh, there's a fight. There's a fight. Helmet off. Oh, oh. Spencer Haslam and Johnson. Goal! Wow, this is an exciting one. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. T-shirt cannon came right at us there. Team White, dominant performance so far. 2 goals. Nantis back for this one. Ooh.
Good morning, St. Andrews College. I'm Brandon Yee.
And I'm Gray Berman, and this is
SAC Today. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back to school. It's freezing outside, and that means it's winter sports season, including hockey. The outdoor rink is in action on the quad, and everybody is looking forward to the annual McPherson tournament this weekend.
Your first Hockey Saints will take on top competition from across the continent. Looking forward to the weekend. SAC Today will be dropping daily profiles on some of the first hockey players. Here's a sneak peek of what we have in store.
Hi, I'm Austin Gao. I'm in grade 12. I've been at SAC since grade 7. I'm a defenseman and I'm number 6. I'm from China, and over the winter break, I had the honor to play for my country's U20 national team at the World Juniors hosted in Croatia. It was a really cool experience, and playing for my country is always an honor. The McPherson tournament is always a special tournament, and as a grad, this will be my last time playing it. I'm super excited, and hopefully we'll win the Friday night game and the whole thing again.
Another winter sport played on the ice is curling. Junior correspondent Carson Vogel visited our curling team to find out more about the players and the sport that keeps on growing in popularity worldwide.
It's second term of sports here at St. Andrews College, and students are swapping their cleats for brooms. That's right, curling is in full swing. I'm Carson Vogel, reporting from the Bradford Curling Rink, where excitement is palpable. This term, the school's curling program has students brushing up on this unique winter sport, quite literally. Curling, often dubbed chess on ice, combines precision, strategy, and teamwork. For many students here, it's a chance to try something new, bond with friends, and sharpen their skills. Joining me now is Richard Wang, a grade 11 student in the curling program. Richard, what made you want to try curling?
It's something I've never done before, and with so many opportunities at SAC, you just gotta try them all.
Richard, what has been the biggest challenge for you so far?
Learning how to sweep, it requires a lot of attention to where your feet are, because one misstep and you'll go flying across the ice.
Coaching the students is Miss Ramon, a seasoned curling enthusiast who has led the program for years. She believes the sport teaches more than just technique.
Curling teaches a lot of life skills to the guys at St. Andrews. We usually get a lot of guys who have sort of aged out of different sports. They've played hockey a lot or they've played other sports, and by the time they get to us, they're kind of looking to try something new. So we provide a different avenue to stay fit, to stay healthy, to get some exercise, to meet a different group of guys. But also the sport of curling helps to teach teamwork. You're working as a group of four and you have to rely on everyone to make their shots, but you also have to listen to each other, because when you're trying to come up with strategy, when you're trying to decide what the next shot's going to be, you really have to trust each other and you have to listen to each other.
For students like Arthur Zhao, it's been about personal growth and learning to adapt.
I think the main thing I've grown in is my patience. In curling, you spend so much time just waiting for the other team to throw and just stand there and watch and observe.
From sweeping to strategizing, the curling program at St. Andrews College is more than just a sport. It's a lesson in teamwork, resilience, patience, and winter fun. Reporting from the Bradford Curling Rink with SAC Today, I'm Carson Vogel. Back to you in the studio.
Also up at the rink, but not on the ice, the St. Andrews fencing team is preparing for upcoming competitions. Brandon Sun and Josh Way checked in with the swordsman of St. Andrews at practice recently. On guard.
For SAC Today, I'm Liam Milanov. So fencing is basically a martial art combat sport. It's a 1 versus 1 scenario in which 2 people have a sword fight, and the first person to score 5 points or 15 points, depending on the bout. And the goal of fencing is to just hit your opponent with a sword. Well, I think fencing is really interesting because it's more than just a physical game. There's a real mental aspect. You have to be able to predict what your opponent's going to do and try to match that, and then try to think of some attacks of your own that your opponent won't be able to think about. Well, as I mentioned, a fencer, they've got to be smart, they've got to be able to think, but also fencing, you're going to take hits, right? And sometimes it's going to hurt a little bit. You're getting stabbed with a sword in the chest. You got to be able to take that hit, get back up, and then go for another point. If I'd add one more thing, I'd say fencing's a great sport. I highly recommend you should all come out and give it a try. So next year, come join the fencing team.
Tell him how good of a captain I am.
Sorry, you didn't see that.
I don't think so.
The winter months can be hard on our mental health, so the Jack.org Council has organized some uplifting events, including therapy dogs in the library and a gallery event on Bell Let's Talk Day with DJs, snacks, and interactive games.
Since we're all in on sports this episode, Jeremy Lewis joins Gray for another installment of The Sports Desk.
Welcome back to The Sports Desk, your source of everything athletics.
From the NFL playoffs to the McPherson tournament, we've got you covered. My name's Jeremy Lewis.
And I'm Gray Berman, and this is
The Sports Desk.
The NFL playoffs are heating up, and let's just say, Lions fans were dreaming big.
Jared Goff was out there throwing marshmallows all game long, and I'm not really too sure what he was doing on the attempt to block the pick six.
Goff, some pressure again, lets it fly high. It's intercepted, picked off by Quan Morton. Morton with some blocks, inside the 20. Morton, pick six.
Josh Allen was unreal for the Bills, and a big shout out to Mark Andrews for dropping the Ravens' playoff dreams twice. Don't forget about the Andrew and Life football pool. My picks are locked up, and I'm feeling good about my bracket this year.
Feeling good? That's pretty bold, considering you had Jared Goff and the Lions all the way in the Super Bowl, Gray.
The annual McPherson tournament is coming up, and I'm not sure if I'm more excited for the actual game or the annual prospects game.
Absolutely. I heard Captain Aiden Johnson has been getting dialed in for that prospect game.
Finally, a big shout out to the U18 AAA team for their victory at the Elite Prospect Showcase. What a way to cap off the weekend.
They sure are setting a standard of what it means to be elite. Keep an eye out on what the U18 team has coming up in their schedule.
That's a wrap for today's Sports Desk.
Thanks for tuning in. And remember, whether you're on the court, on the ice, or just watching from your couch, stay in the game.
See you next time.
Finally, the Lunar New Year is coming up on Wednesday. As we embark upon the Year of the Snake, I visited with the leaders of the East Asian, Chinese, and Korean affinity groups to hear their thoughts. Lunar New Year 2025. This year, the celebrations kick off on Wednesday, January 29th, marking the start of the Year of the Snake, symbolizing wisdom, grace, and transformation. I spoke to 3 leaders of Asian affinity groups who celebrate Lunar New Year here at St. Andrews College and asked them about their traditions, hopes, and how they're celebrating this upcoming Lunar New Year. Okay, I'm here with
Hugh Ping, co-head of the Chinese Cultural Society.
Harrison, I'm one of the heads for East Asian Heritage Society.
Stephen Yoon, the head of the Korean Cultural Society.
What are you excited about for this year's Lunar New Year?
I definitely look forward to spending a lot of time with family, especially like the family I don't see a lot, eating a lot of good food, and getting a lot of red pockets.
I would say majorly it's the food that comes with Lunar New Year's. People celebrate big, that may be in China, Korea, Taiwan, Vietnam, etc. It's just all these collections of food really makes my day. I'm a big food enjoyer.
So what is significant about this year's Lunar New Year?
So Lunar New Year overall is very significant as we honor our ancestors as well as seek to find good luck and fortune, especially within the Year of the Snake, finding great wisdom and unity as well.
Any planned events or activities that the SSC community should look forward to associated with Lunar New Year?
Yes, so every year at SAC we host this lion dance, which this year is going to be happening on February the 3rd.
And lastly, are there any opportunities for students outside of the affinity group to experience and learn about Lunar New Year?
I'd say start off with the basic stuff. Try the food, explore the arts. When you start to really step into these fresh cultural boundaries, you may be able to find something new to it, a new spice or flavor that you may like, literally and figuratively. And I would say there's a lot of cultural fairs in downtown Toronto, I believe, or there's even small parties that they open, and maybe you could join in, and it's a great opportunity to get to know new people, but also the new culture.
Any final message you want to say to the SAC community?
Yes, so the East Asian Heritage Society is going to be running a fried rice event where we'll be making fried rice and tasting it. And also the week after that, we'll have a Lunar New Year hot pot at Xiangzi Hot Pot in Markham. And if you want to join, make sure to message either me or Joe.
新年快乐.
다들 새해 복 많이 받으세요.
Happy Lunar New Year.
For SAC Today, I'm Gray Berman.
And I'm Brandon Yee. Thanks for watching.
And we're back for the second period of the annual McPherson Friday night game. Doesn't get better than this. And it's 1-0 for your Saints with a goal from Aiden Lane, number 11. And Norm, what can you expect from this second period?
Well, I think if you're a Saints fan, that's about as good a start as you could hope for, particularly after the slow start they had this morning. So if I was a Saint coach, I would just say more of the same for Culver. I mean, they've got to generate some more offensive chances. I think it's too early in the game to, be risky about it. I don't think they have to look for stretch passes or anything like that, but they may have to open things up a little bit because we don't keep track of the shots, but I think if we did, it would certainly show the majority of them would go towards the Saints.
Yep, and this is going to be bound to be an exciting one. Lane to face it off with Patrick McSherry. And Turner has it at center ice and going to dump it into the Culver zone. Event back to play this one. And John Crawford leaves it for his D partner, Max Holland. Max Holland gets it up to number 25, Brady Condra. Big check there by Sinclair, picked up by Lane. Here comes Lane, quick turnaround to his backhand. Good defensive play there by number 16, Blake Cron. Cron leaves it for Holland. Max Holland, the captain. Good breakout there for Culver. Brady Kundra takes it in, sends a centering pass into the corner, shot. Lane's gonna have it, fans on it. Now Culver has it at their blue line. John Crawford swings it over to Holland. Holland back to Crawford. Crawford shot, blocked by Lane. Aiden Lane, great pass, try to find Karskadin. Karskadin's gonna have possession of the Saints zone. Big hit there by Holland. Max Holland, now Jake DiCapo coming in on the forecheck. But here's number 6, McSherry. McSherry, and it's gonna be an offside.
So we always appreciate parents coming up to us from the team to say hello, and we had a lot of that. We'll start with Luke Sinclair's mom, Lisa Sinclair. She came up and said she tunes in all the time. Would like us to say hi to grandparents Anna and Nikki and Victor and Norma, and also Aunt Candy, who's looking after the kids, and they're all in Cape Breton Island, beautiful part of our country. So a big shout out, hello to them, and thanks for tuning in.
Connor Dervin, shot blocked by number 22, Max Davis. Puck in front. Luke Sinclair, centering pass, bouncing around. Karskadin almost put that one home. Now here is number 18, Luke Petrusu, finds John Collins Williams. John Collins Williams looking for the wraparound shot, pad save by Frasca. Jake DiCapo, great pass to Sinclair. Here we go, Luke Sinclair shot, pad save by Avant. Great chance there for the Saints.
Well, that would have been the perfect segue, talking about the Sinclair family, if that one had gone in the net.
Yep. John Collins Williams backhands through the center. It's going to be right to number 19, Carl Snakis. Now Nolan Long block. Wrap around by Williams. Gets it to Davis somehow. Now Logan Shannon. Centering pass, Williams shot. Blocker saved by Frasca. Bolche backhands it out to Long. Now here is Morgan and Long, 2-on-1. Bryson Morgan shot just upstairs.
That did not miss by much.
Luca Deposito drops it for Long. Long below the red line, gets it to Bolche at the blue line. Bolche shot just wide. Now here is Culver looking to break out. Stopped by Bolche. Nice hit there by Blake Manning. Culver in pursuit of Logan Shannon. Culver scoops that one up. Shannon knocked down. Puck centering pass intercepted. Culver doing a lot of hustle and effort here. Deleche is going to keep this one in. Culver finds Bolche below the red line. Jacob Bolche in front. Prudhomme goal! Lucas Prudhomme buries it. Lucas Prudhomme. 2-0 lead for your Saints. He buries his 20th goal of the year.
Well, what a start for the Saints. I mean, it's like they were shot out of a cannon to start this second period. All over Culver. Could have been any number of players, but Lucas Prudhomme finds the twine for the Saints, and they go up 2. What a start for the Saints this period.
Now 2-0 for the Saints. Max Holland tries to get the offense started for Culver. Great deep play there by Deleche. Nice hit there by number 8, Jackson Culver. He's going to try to scoop it to Bordeaux. Bordeaux centering pass to Prudhomme. Back on offense for the Saints. That's a penalty. There's going to be a penalty coming on number 9, John Crawford. Now Sebastian Deleche tries. Culver, no possession yet for Culver. Jackson Culver scoops this one, and now Holland.
I think that was just a delayed offside there. Could have been a penalty.
Yeah.
That would have been quite a shift, getting a goal and drawing a penalty all in the same shift.
Yeah. Now Connor Dervin's going to send this one in. Number 3, Max Holland, sends it back to Logan Shannon. Now Max Holland gets it to number 18, Luke Petrusu. Petrusu knocked down Connor Dervin, gets it to Kieran Dervin. Kieran Dervin sends it over to Lane. Aiden Lane sends it over the middle to Dervin, just wide. Now here's Austin Gow. Austin Gow, good pressure there by Johns Collins Williams. Kieran Dervin now board battle right below the net. Now to the blue line of Sean Wiedemann. Sean Wiedemann dumps it in. Now Connor Dervin's going to get it to Michael Deck on the left hash. Michael Deck gets it to Aiden Lane. Aiden Lane's going to scoop this in. Now number 18 for Culver. Finds Max Davis. Max Davis with in pursuit, knocked down by Kearns, big hit. Saucer pass through the middle, Deck's gonna chip that one out. Now he's going with speed. Michael Deck's gonna dump this one, now Karskadin in hot pursuit. Alex Karskadin met by Sean Wiedemann. Jake DiCapo on the right hash, dumps this one. Alex Karskadin pinned against the boards here. Big board battle here, right in front. Finn Kearns right in front, save! Finn Kearns gets it to his D partner, Diplacido. Luca Diplacido shot on net, that's gonna be blocked. Gonna be retrieved by number 10, Yijun Ohm.
Boy, Maverick Avante's done a great job tracking pucks because the Saints have so much traffic in front. Every time a shot comes in through from the point.
Karskadin right in front. Now Kearns is gonna be met with the puck at center ice. Swings it over to Diplacido. Diplacido quick pass up to DiCapo. DiCapo backhands it to number 21. Now Sean Wiedemann's gonna slap shot. This one's gonna be deflected off Diplacido. Here's Max Davis. Max Davis, good poke check there by Finn Kearns. Good defensive play there by number 2. Finn Kearns finds Jake DiCapo. Jake DiCapo backhands it over to Morgan. Morgan met with good defense from Jacob Hansen. Now here comes Culver, number 10, Eugene Ohm. Drops it off for number 11, Dalton Parminator. And they're gonna be forced to clear, but instead get an offside.
So on the theme of shoutouts, we had Kieran and Connor Dervin's grandfather come up here and say hello. His whole family's here watching the game, and they tune in regularly, so he said to say hello, as did Nolan Long's grandmother, Shirley Long from Orangeville, and she'd like to say hi to Valerie, who is also watching from Orangeville as well.
Oliver Turner moving quickly up ice right through the neutral zone and is going to get past Logan Shannon. Bryson Morgan sends a centering pass. Bolche was right there, but good interception by Shannon. Chipped off the boards by Blake Manning. Bolche is going to find a way to get it across. Number 8, Jacob Hansen chips it over the stick, and he'll regain the possession. Jacob Hansen gives it to Logan Shannon. Logan Shannon, his D partner, is going to send it up quick. It's going to be deflected, no icing called. Now number 11, shot, backhand, blocked, Dalton Parminator. Oliver Turner now pinned against the boards. Jackson Culver gonna move quickly through the zone by himself. He's gonna go through the neutral zone too. He's gonna get it stolen from him by Blake Manning. Now here is Blake Manning. 3-on-3, Blake Manning shot, nice blocker save by Paolo Frasca. It's gonna be back into the Saints end. Number 10, Eugene Ohm having a few good shifts here. Connor Dervin now with it. Pass intercepted, it was intended for Prudhomme. Culver's gonna get it. Bordeaux, quick toe drag, that one's gonna be blocked. Jackson Culver looking for Bordeaux in front, off a pad. Stoppage, high sticking call.
Yeah, good job by the goaltender getting a stick in that passing lane, because that looked like a great scoring opportunity for the Saints there, and that was nullified with the goaltender's stick. But we do have a penalty, and that's going against John Fitzpatrick of the Eagles. So John Fitzpatrick is in the box for the Eagles.
Michael Deck at the
7-10. Sorry.
Sebastian Deleche, Kieran Dervin. Gets it to Deck at the blue line. Number 16, Michael Deck. Gets it to Lane. Lane with 31 today. Oh, skips right over Deleche's stick. Now number 16, Blake Cron in pursuit. Deleche has pressure. Deleche, quick turn to get away from him. Puck's bouncing around a bit here. Here comes Deleche moving swiftly through the neutral zone by himself. Finds it to Lane. Lane dumps it in. Deleche behind the net. Looking for a pass right in front, and that's going to be, off a stick of Kieran Dervin. Dervin.
I think we got a high stick.
Yeah.
Face-off is going to come all the way back into the Saints zone. We're on thank yous as well, and one thank you we didn't mention that we certainly should have is to all the arena staff here. A lot of extra work and time and effort goes into hosting a tournament like this, especially when you have all the on-ice affairs that we did before this game as well. And certainly not going to go through the names, but all the arena staff should certainly be congratulated and thanked for their efforts.
For sure. Now Jacob Bolche moving through the center ice. Jacob Bolche. Luke St. Clair stays on side. Jacob Bolche dumps this one in. Jacob Bolche finds Culver at the blue line. 48 seconds left here in the power play. Here's Luca Diposito. Diposito to Culver. Bolche at the red line. Poked away by Logan Shannon. Bolche back with it. Gets it to Culver. Jackson Culver trying to find a lane here. Diposito. Diposito to Culver. Culver, saucer pass. Bolche right in front. That was their best opportunity of the power play. Nice move there by Culver. Get away from the defender. Culver centering pass. Diposito gets it back to number 8, Jackson Culver. Diposito at the point. Wrist shot blocker. Save out into the netting.
So I mentioned it's the 125th anniversary of St. Andrews College, and there's a neat feature. They change a theme of what is on the boards every year, and the theme this year at the end that we're looking at, you may notice on the camera, there's team 1899 to 1900, so that would be the first team with 5 players named on it, and supposing there was only 5 players on the team. And beside that, this year's team with their names. So a nice little contrast there over the 125 years of St. Andrews College and the same duration of their hockey history.
Michael Deck, good pressure. Johns Colin Williams went for the centering pass to Petrusu. Luke Petrusu. Looks backhand, nice shot there by Max Davis. Puck still in front. Batting at it is the Saints. Holland will come out with it for the Eagles. Max Holland, great pressure there by Aiden Lane. Holland back at it with the blue line, the captain. Wrist shot blocked by DeLeche. Davis behind the line. Puck in front. Michael Deck's gonna have it now. They're gonna break out. Here's Lane, just off the stick. Nice cross check there. Here's Turner. Turner to Deck. Michael Deck, quick turnaround. Gets it to Dervin. Kieran Dervin sends it through the back. Number 18, Luke Petrusu loses it. Dervin backhand, went for the pass for DiCapo, intercepted by Davis. Now here is Collins Williams. Good poke check there by Austin Gow. Shot, save right in front. Puck still bouncing, loose, and it's away. Here is Sinclair who comes up with it. Luke Sinclair, nice dump, and he's gonna chase. Good lift, stick lift there by DiCapo. DiCapo was looking for the trailer. Now number 21 for the Eagles. Shot by Blake Manning. That one's going to be deflected off Austin Gow. Alex Karskadin in the corners. Right in front for Manning. Manning shot, pad saved by Frasca. Right in front. That was a great centering pass opportunity from Dalton Pominator.
Some good defensive sticks by the Saints here. Culver Eagles have certainly ramped up their offensive production here, but Saints doing a good job getting sticks in passing lanes. Now that puck went into the net, was waved off immediately, and I think it was because it was under the pad of Maverick Avante, and the St. Andrews player was driven into him, and that drove the puck into the net. So no real complaints from the St. Andrews bench on that. Got one more thank you, and this one's a little bit more personal. It's Susan Seymour, who Parker is your grandmother, who we know tunes in from Sault Ste. Marie. Loves to hear her grandson on the play-by-play, so shout out to her as well.
Yeah, she's watching every weekend, and it's good to show appreciation for my grandmother. Now here are the Saints in the offensive zone. Number 4, Bryson Morgan wins it to Luca Deposito. Sends it right over the middle. Now here is Nolan Long. Nolan Long, stick handling, knocked away by Bolche. Here's 16, Blake Cron that comes out with the 3-on-2 here for the Eagles. Blake Cron looking for a pass, shot, glove save by Paolo Frasca.
Boy, you know, every time that pep band starts playing the Hockey Night in Canada theme, I just want the official to hold the puck a little bit longer because it sounds so good. Hopefully some of their music is coming through in this telecast because they are exceptional. Real nice addition. They're up on the practice platform directly across from the ice from us. And again, just another feature here at this McPherson tournament, especially the Friday night game, that makes the game so special.
Culver to face it off with Kundra. Now he got kicked out. McSherry wins this draw. Curran's back for it. He's going to shoot it off the glass. That one's going to be up. Great save there by Deposito. Now Prudhomme shot. That one's blocked. Here is McSherry. Now Kundra. Jackson Culver steals it, gets to Bordeaux. Nice passing play here from this line. Here is Prudhomme with the trailer of Culver. Culver to his backhand, quick turnaround. Sends a centering pass over to Kearns. Finn Kearns shot on net. That one's blocked by number 8 of the Eagles. Jackson Culver, quick turn. He's going to look for a pass in front. Elects to hold it. He's going to try to send it over the middle. That one's going to be knocked out. Oliver Turner now. Sends it cross ice to Prudhomme. Prudhomme, nice stick handling moves there with a combo of physicality. Kearns gets it to Oliver Turner. That one's deflected off a skate. Culver. Jackson Culver on his backhand sends this one in. And now there's something flying on the ice here. That one's going to, Blake Manning's going to send it over the middle. Oliver Turner gets it to DeLeche. DeLeche to Turner. Oliver Turner finds Michael Decker. They're going to dump this one in. Now Max Holland with it behind the net. This one's going to be dumped out of their end. Max Holland, nifty move. Stolen by Michael Deck. Michael Deck finds Kieran Dervin. Here is Kieran Dervin with Lane. Oh, great defensive play there by John Crawford.
Yeah, great stick, making the play and not drawing a penalty at the same time.
Connor Dervin's going to shoot this one in. Maverick Avant now with it. Number 8, Jacob Hansen. Nice pass through the middle to number 17, Ryan Bacone. Stolen by Kieran Dervin. Now Michael Deck has it. He's got some room. Leaves it for Lane. Lane right in front, looking for Connor Dervin. Just late there. Good stick lift by number 22, Max Davis. Connor Dervin dumps this one. Now John Crawford. John Crawford, pass get intercepted by Gao. Gao swings it to Connor Dervin. Connor Dervin dumps it. Oh, that's going to be in the crowd.
Yep, some fan is going to get a McPherson insignia puck to take home with them tonight. That one won't be thrown back for sure. So again, tonight's games conclude the games for the first day here of this tournament. Tomorrow, things continue. Let's get the program in front of me. St. Andrews will play the Long Island Gulls at 11 o'clock here at LeBeer Family Arena. We encourage you to come out to the game. Games are always very well attended. This night game, though, is the one that is the show, that's for sure. But should you come tomorrow, you'll certainly get parking, which is free, and a seat as well. That will, beg your pardon, Parker, that will conclude St. Andrews through games within their pool. And then, of course, if they finish in the top 2, it would be a seeding thing of when they would play next in the afternoon. That game would be tomorrow afternoon.
Karskadin, Kearns, Long, Deposito, and Jake DiCapolo. Now here is Finn Kearns. Finn Kearns backhands this over the middle. Here's Jake DiCapo. He has room. Nice, nifty move. Good. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, there's going to be a penalty there. There's one being called before that anyway. I don't know if that will make 2 or not. But we'll see what the officials come up with. I believe the penalty is going to go to number 16. That's Blaine Cron. Is that the 16? Yeah, it is. Blaine Cron in the box for the Eagles. That's their second penalty of the period. So with just 1:45 left here in the second period, what a great opportunity for the Saints to go up 3.
Kieran Dervin wins this one to Lane. Now Deck. Deck to DeLeche. Michael Deck leaves it for Sebastian DeLeche, who gets it to Dervin. Kieran Dervin switches places with him, gives him the puck. Now Long. Long gives it to DeLeche. Sebastian DeLeche shot deflected. That one's good. Whoa! Watch out. Right into the Saints bench. Minute 20 left to go here in the second period. Minute 35 left in this power play for the Saints, which means 15 seconds in the next period will carry over.
So Parker, being a student here at St. Andrews College, what has the week been like leading up to this tournament?
Yeah, so there's been a certain buzz today. Everyone got let out of class to watch the morning game for SAC, and there's been a buzz around this week talking about it in assemblies.
Well, it looks like another penalty here. And it is going to go against Culver as well. Number 7, Logan Shannon.
5-on-3 here for the Saints. Big opportunity to make this gap a little bigger. Dervin, Long, Deck, DeLeche. And Aiden Lane for the Saints. See if they can make something happen here. They win it. Now DeLeche. Sebastian DeLeche to Lane. Lane finds Kieran Dervin. Kieran Dervin past the Lane. Lane shot just wide of the blocker. Went for top left. DeLeche finds Lane. DeLeche one-timer shot. Right in front. Goal! Score! Sebastian DeLeche buries that one for the Saints. His 3rd goal of the year.
Well, Sebastian DeLeche with just 53.6 seconds left in the second period put the Saints up 3 and a couple of costly penalties to Culver, and they still have one with 1:37 left on the clock. So DeLeche just stepped into that one and blew it through the back of the net. Saints looking good as we head into the second intermission.
Culver wins that face-off. Good pressure here by Luke Sinclair. Still a 5-on-4 for a minute 30. Finn Kearns keeps this one in. Finn Kearns at the blue line gets Diplacito. Diplacito and Kearns like those shots from the blue line. Now Sinclair at the red line. Good pinch there by Kearns. Oh, stolen by Max Davis. Good offensive presence. Here is Lucas Prudhomme, 20 seconds left to go, and that one's gonna be stolen by number 9, John Crawford. Puck dumped in. Paulo Frasca out to play this one. 13 seconds to work with for the Saints and see if they want to do something here. Diplacito is gonna move. Quick pass up to Turner. 5 seconds to go, and that's gonna be off a skate to Deck. They're in hot pursuit. Poked away, and that's gonna be it. 3-0 lead here for your Saints heading into the break. Lucas Prudhomme and Sebastian DeLeche with the goals in this period. The shootout challenge will be the intermission here, and then we'll play the hype video from Ethan Charter and the first hockey profiles made by the broadcast class. Saints up 3-0 here, and stay tuned.
two of the competition Spirit Council Hockey Shooting Competition. We have 3 nets at different distances. Participants will have 30 seconds to shoot 3 pucks. Each distance has a set amount of points. The furthest one is 3 points. The middle one is 2 points. And the first one is 1 point. Starting off is Perrier and Flamel. Oh, Flamel for 3 shots missing.
It's hard to film that, eh?
Oh, unlucky. Misses.
Brutal to film, right?
Oh, near miss. Oh, Simpson scores at 3 points. Scores again. Really jumping Simpson. Next up, we got Laidlaw and Backhouse.
Get the coast and try and get competitive. Because Brandon's got the wide shot. Less work for you too.
If anybody wants a t-shirt, Mr. Ingles is about to fire
that was the escape plan, but hate investigating. That shit was a waste, man, but wait, I stopped the facing, cause just started racing, but wait, it opened gates, and it just stopped waiting. Oh, like we out the basement, on one floor where it's vacant. She feeling anxious to be out where it's dangerous, so kick up out the chains, it especially how I bang it. Jamaican Spanglish, she mixed up in the language, hey, back that wipe me drain, and just have it if you sang it, okay. That bird can, she just needs some encouragement. Fix that attitude, she thinks she need a surgeon. Oh.
Hey, I'm Lucas Prudhomme.
Over to Sinclair. Sinclair, saucer pass, Prudhomme, right there!
Left winger for St. Andrews College.
Now here's Prudhomme, 2-on-1. Prudhomme, shot, goal!
And I'm from Ottawa, Ontario.
Lucas Prudhomme is second of the night.
How has your journey been leading up to playing for St. Andrews College?
The journey was pretty well. I mean, 2 years ago, I played in Ottawa back home for my local U18 AAA team. It was then when I heard about St. Andrews College, and it got to a point where I toured the place and I fell in love with it. I mean, what's there not to like about this place? And then it eventually got to a point where things got a little more serious and I eventually signed. Ever since then, it's just been amazing. I'd say the biggest challenge was probably COVID. I mean, back home, COVID shut down everything. You weren't able to leave your house, weren't able to go to school, and hockey was shut down. Overcame this, luckily, by going to Boston. COVID rules were way less strict there, so I was able to attend school while also playing hockey as I regularly would, I mean, with it being unaffected.
For students at St. Andrews College who look up to you, what's a few words of encouragement that you would have for them?
I'd probably say just stick with it. Even when it seems like the odds are against you, you gotta stick with it and eventually you'll persevere and get to where you want to. Overcoming those initial barriers, I would say, is definitely the hardest. In the end, you gotta persevere to get where you want to be eventually.
Down the left side.
Nice
Big
body
hit
check
by
there.
Turner.
Hi, I'm Oliver Turner. I play defense, number 18, for your St. Andrews College First Hockey Saints. So I started off playing in Mississauga my minor midget year. I was actually playing with my teammate here, Michael Deck. And I think we were both looking for a spot where we could develop as a player and a spot where that's going to give us a good education and ultimately a college commitment. I think we're lucky to have our coaching staff here, Mr. Kevin Gate, David Manning, and Mr. Brenna. I think they run a pretty tight ship, pretty professional program. And yeah, lucky to come to the rink every day with, got a great group of guys here. We push each other every day and yeah, we're all pushing each other, getting better.
So you're a graduating student here at St. Andrews, so can you tell me a little bit about your future?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy to me that I'm in my last year of high school. I think it's flown by. Last year flew by, and the fact that I'm almost done this year is pretty crazy. But yeah, I think my plan next year, I'm gonna play for the Erie Otters in the OHL, and I'm committed to Colgate University.
McPherson tournament's coming up. Can you tell me your thoughts about that?
Yeah, I think everyone's very excited. I think it's the highlight of our season last year. It was once in a lifetime opportunity, first time I played in front of any sort of crowd like that. And yeah, I think all the guys are pretty fired up. And yeah, I think all the boys that are going to be coming out that Friday night, I think just bring the energy, bring the spirit, and we'll give you a show.
Hi, my name is Aiden Lane. I'm a forward. I wear number 11, and I'm the captain of your St. Andrews College First Hockey Saints.
And almost into the net. Lane gets it again on the short side. Drags, takes a shot, and scores. At the top of the circle in front, they score!
Yeah, I played 7 years with the Toronto Marlboros. It's a GTHL organization in Toronto. With my roommate, Sebastian Delache. We've been teammates for 9 years now, so after my minor midget season, I needed somewhere to play that would get me a chance to play NCAA, and this was a spot, got me a commitment, and it's been great ever since. Yeah, we do a lot of extra stuff behind the scenes. We have meetings with Mr. Bedell. He teaches us about mental skills and mental preparation. We have daily workouts with Coach Abe's, mobility, strength workouts. We have free ice with Coach Leland, So every day during your spare, you can go on the ice, put in the extra work. So we have lots of different moving parts and lots of different people helping us on a day-to-day basis. So we have video meetings every week, and Coach Manning tries to implement that in practice. So what we watch and what we learn from our games, we implement in practice the same day. He teaches us pretty much everything there is to know about hockey. So if it's offense, defense, power play, penalty kill, he's teaching us it all. And then Gator specializes with the forwards, and Brenna specializes with the D.
I know you guys have a really strong team culture, so could you tell me about what you enjoy most or what aspect you find works the most with the team?
Yeah, so living and boarding, we spend a lot of time with each other. Obviously, we're at the rink and in the gym together, and then we go back, eat dinner, and then just hang out even more in the boarding houses. So there's a lot of time spent together, building connections, having memories. We also do things like this week. We're going to escape room as a team just to build some bonds and spend more time together. We also have really long bus rides, like sometimes 10+ hours down to the United States. So it's just a lot of time spent together, creating memories and having lots of fun. Yeah, after this year, I'm not sure where I'm going to play. I have a couple options, probably in the OHL with the Brampton Steelheads or at Harvard University. I don't actually know yet, but I've played a few games in the OHL, and it's been great. It's really fun. It's good hockey. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to finishing the season here and seeing where I end up next.
As captain of the team, do you have a message to the school body?
Yeah, just in advance, thank you for coming out, and thank you for all the support. We really appreciated it, and hopefully we can get the win and finish the tournament right.
Hello, and we are back, and we're still live from the Beer Family Arena here on the campus of St. Andrews College. This is the 41st annual McPherson Tournament. I'm Norm Benning, along with my partner, Parker DeFolci. Parker's everything's seeming to go Saints' way here so far.
Yeah, it's been going good. Early 3-0 lead, and I think just throughout this period, I think their key to success, like Coach Manning talked about, was be responsible with the puck. Make sure the passes are there, don't risk anything. Be responsible for these last 17 minutes, and I think they'll come out on top.
Well, no one is left, let's put it that way. The place is still packed, the atmosphere is still outstanding. And Coach Manning puts out that first line of Durbin, Deck, and Lane that has been spectacular so far this game in two-thirds that they played for this tournament. They're facing Ryan Bacone along with Blaine Cron. Going back to get it is number 9, that's John Crawford. Plays it up center ice, gets dumped back in, and he'll try again. Crawford. Long searching pass, and icing's waved off as that skipped off Michael Deck's stick. And Saints will have to start in their own end. Deleche, the goal scorer, over to Aiden Lane, who's another goal scorer. Drags it deep in the zone. Plays it off the wall all the way back to Durbin. Of course, there's only 10 seconds left in the penalty. Lane scores! Aiden Lane!
Aiden Lane!
With just 8 seconds left in the power play, Aiden Lane puts the Saints up 4.
Buries his 28th goal of the year. Aiden Lane puts the Saints up 4-0 on this power play, and wow, what a night for this first line again.
At 36 seconds, Aiden Lane, again from that power first line for Coach Manning and staff, put the Saints up 4. What a way to start the third period. Second line of Cascade, Sinclair, and DeCapo out there now for the Saints. Connor Durbin behind his net, playing that up to DeCapo. Dumped it back in, and Austin Gow will regroup for the Saints. Luke Sinclair dumps it in hard on it as DeCapo takes his man to the wall, much to the delight of the bare-chested Sac fans, but it looks like we're going to have a penalty. And this one's going against Culver again, number 18, Luke Petruso. So Luke Petruso in the box at the 1 minute mark here. And that is not going to help the Culver cause at all. So face off to the right of goaltender Maverick Avant, I beg your pardon. Saints win it. Finn Kern plays that over to Jackson. Culver comes around this time to Kearns. Oh, it from this angle almost looked like it went in as it hit the back of the net. But that puck is cleared down the ice.
Yeah, and this deep pairing of Deposito and Kearns loves those one-timers at the blue line, especially when their forwards can give them screens. They're really productive. Finn Kearns has 7 goals this year, and Luca Deposito has 4, and them two are leading defensemen in goals.
Jacques Culver. Good speed through the neutral zone. Culver, maybe one move too many there, just couldn't get it through, but Saints maintain possession from the slot. There's a sharp rebound, they dig, and just missing there was Lucas Prudhomme. He was looking for his second of the game. And we've got some action behind the play. Wouldn't surprise me if both are going. Now we'll see, it's an interference call. And it's going against the Saints. Number 20, Luca De Placido, in for interference. So Lucas De Placido in the box at 150. So we've had a lot happen inside of 2 minutes here. A couple of penalties and a goal. Face off deep in the zone. They win the draw. Deleche quickly reverses his field. And those long, quick strides of Sebastian Deleche get him quickly through the neutral zone, and he gains the offensive zone. Culver picks up the puck, however, and they'll break it out through the center of the ice, and they turn it over. We got an offside there. So Parker, we start to talk a little bit, you were mentioning the atmosphere of the school this week with regards to the tournament.
Yeah, so there has been pep rally today. There's been sort of a buzz around the school, and today all the teachers let their students out to come watch the morning game. And kind of all this week people have been chatting what we're doing, face painting, all that kind of stuff, and the kilts, and it's just been every McPherson week I've been here, it's been exciting. And people are just looking forward to Friday night.
That's great. So puck cleared directly below us now in the Saints zone momentarily, but Michael Deck gets it out. He gets knocked down for his troubles. Puck is dumped back in, and good speed by Deleche there to cut off number 22. That is Max Davis, who was in pursuit of the puck. Here comes Deck again. Nifty move there, Deck. Taking it around, he's looking for the wraparound. Good defensive play there by number 7, Logan Shannon. And the puck is dumped into the Saints zone, and the one penalty is over. So Culver will be on the power play now for 43 seconds or less. So they start deep in their own end. Puck is played up to the wall. That's Luke Petruso out of the box. Right on the power play. Puck and there's a quick shot, and that went off the shoulder of the goaltender, Paulo Frasca, and out of play with 26 seconds left in the penalty.
Yeah, and this line today, Sinclair, DiCapo, and Karskadin have been really productive, having gritty, grindy shifts, and scoring. Jake DiCapo and Sinclair both have a goal in this morning's game, and today they've been putting out good shifts offensively and playing solid defense.
Draw one cleanly by Culver, stepping in, taking a shot. They score! I don't know if that went straight through, but I believe it did. It was John Crawford with the shot from the point, and he is the goal scorer. So John Crawford gets the Eagles on the board.
Yeah, so that makes it 4-1 for the Saints with 13:29 left here in the third period. Again, the Saints being responsible. I think that's what they're going to go with. No more penalties, and we should be fine.
So John Crawford at 2:31 puts Culver on the board. And they would love to build for that as they dump it back into the zone. Back together is Luca De Placido. Gets it to the half wall. Saints get it to the blue line and out. It's dumped in the rest of the way by Karskadin. He takes his man into the wall, much to the delight of the fans back there. Saints turn it over just outside the blue line. They dump it back in. In pursuit is DiCapo. Puck played right in front of the net. No one there. DiCapo chases it over to the other side, reversing his field is number 8, Jacob Hansen. Puck is in front. Oh, that was a close call there for the Saints. Yep. Puck is dumped in the rest way by Logan Shannon. Sorry, Parker.
Yeah, Jake DiCapo with another great scoring opportunity there. I think he tried to go through the legs and almost beat Maverick Avant to put it 5-1 for the Saints.
Saints gain the zone. Jackson Culver gets it below the red line. No one there for the Saints, though, so an easy clear for Culver. They get it over the red line, but not any further, and back comes Oliver Turner. Turner, nifty move. Oliver with a shot. Oh, and collision with the goaltender that knocked the net off its mooring, but Oliver Turner, the defenseman, showing some pretty sweet hands there and getting a great scoring opportunity for the Saints. So Parker, as we mentioned, Saints will play their third game tomorrow against the Long Island Gulls from New York. That's at 11 o'clock here at LeBeau Family Arena. Culver Academy will play Victory Honda at 11 as well at the Aurora Community Center, rink number 1. That will conclude their round robin part of this tournament.
And it seems if Jackson Culver got a penalty there on that play.
Oh.
Not sure what it was for, but Saints are on the kill here with 12:17 left in the third.
Well, opportune time here for the Eagles to try to draw within 2. You mentioned it, Parker, staying out of the penalty box. Very key for the Saints. As the puck comes back to the blue line, carrying it across is number 9, John Crawford. He gets it over to number 3, Max Holland. Back to Crawford. Crawford in front, shot, they score! Beautiful pass from Crawford, cross ice to number 25, Brady Kukna. And there you go, 2-goal difference.
Yep, and that was big for Culver to get back in this game. It is now 4-2 after it seemed like this game was pretty much out of reach with a 4-goal lead for the Saints. So this is a hockey game now. We're back into competitive here. And the Saints got to get back on the gas here, see if they can get one more to give them the 3-goal lead once again.
So 3:16, Brady Kukna from Bartlett, Illinois. Draws Culver within 2. So all of a sudden the complexion of the game changes, and for as many people as we've got LeBrier Arena here, this is about as quiet as it's been. There's a nice clearing pass. Dumped in over to the far side. John Collins-Williams chases that down. Helping him out is Max Holland, who jumps up from his defensive position. There's a shot that goes wide. Culver with the puck, they get it in front, backhand rebound, and a good save there, good clear by Austin Gow. And Culver looking increasingly dangerous here.
Yeah, it seems as if their momentum has picked back up again, and they've got some more spirit in them to try to make this a 1-goal game with 10 minutes remaining.
So breaking it out is Max Holland. He gets to the half wall, but Kieran Durbin cuts him off. Drops it deeper into the zone. It's finally cleared, but Saints come up with it again. Luca De Placido, Richmond Hill boy, carries it into the zone. It's cleared off the wall, and that's going to be an icing. So big offensive face-off here for the Saints. Yeah, looking around, just a little bit of an edge in the air now. I think I agree with you, Parker. I mean, when you're sitting on a 3-goal lead like that, going into the third period, you're feeling pretty good, but a little stark reminder here from Culver that this one's not over.
Yeah. They need to stay on the offense and be responsible, take good shots, send it cross ice, try to get open. And Finn Kearns, one-timer.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a rocket. Faceoff will still be in Culver's zone. And play slowing down here. We had 2 exceptionally fast periods, the first and the second. And this one with the penalties and some pucks out of play seems to just be grinding along a little bit now. That is probably to the delight of Culver in that they'd like to extend this game as long as they can. Karskadin takes the draw for the Saints. He loses that one. Culver takes it, rims it around to the other side. But good forecheck there by the Saints as they keep it in. Puck right on net, and it ends up in the corner. And Culver finally clears the zone, and dragging it into the zone is number 12, Brady Kudra, goal scorer. Saints turn it over, and back they come to Capo on the left wing. Oh, he's taken to the wall. Good body check there by Kudra. Ends up below the red line. Logan Shannon kicks that puck free for his teammate, gets it to the half wall, but Karskadin pumps it right back into the Saints. So Saints hard on the forecheck here with this second line. That puck is smothered by the goaltender. Another offensive face-off for the Saints.
Yeah, it seems like there's some chippiness going on here, and this is to expect from a third period Friday night game like this. And I'm going to expect we're going to start to see this pick up a bit here as this third period goes on with some chippy plays.
So Jackson Culver taking the draw, and 2 big wins by Culver. 2 offensive face-offs with the Saints. Culver won both. Saints pump it back in again though, and Lucas Prudhomme on the forecheck. He takes his man into the wall. Puck is cleared to the neutral zone, no further. It's dumped right back in again. And that is a blocker save that goes over the glass and out of play.
9:07 here left in the third, 4-2 for the Saints. So far we have goals from 2 goals from Aiden Lane, 1 from Lucas Prudhomme, and 1 goal from Sebastian Deleche. And the other way, we have 1 goal for John Crawford and 1 goal from Brady Cudmore.
So we mentioned the Saints in the 41-year history of the McPherson tournament has won it 11 times. The most recent was last year against the Bishop Kearney team, who is here again as defending finalists. They are in the other division, in the Mahar division. Puck is chipped out. Jackson Culver gets it over the red line, over the blue line. Culver dancing with it, looking, gets it in front. There's a pass, and that was just out of the reach of the St. Andrews offensive player. Boy, that could have easily been 5 right there. Culver comes up with it again, takes a shot on the short angle. That hits the side of the net. Puck below the red line, chasing that down's Michael Deck, as he's the first one on for the first line here, waiting for his line mates to join him. And they are now on the ice. Puck inside. Austin Gow gets it out, gets the puck back, and Gow looking, weaving, gets it cross ice, gets a return pass. And he'll retreat below the dots, get it over to partner Connor Dervin, and it's finally cleared out to this side. Aiden Lane trying to chase it out, down. Puck is turned over again. Michael Deck in on the forecheck with Lane and Dervin. And a great job by them keeping the puck in. Oh, it hits Aiden Lane in the back of the skates, and that's how it eventually clears the zone. Blake Manning plays it over to an open wing. Aiden Lane put that in the skates of Dervin, so nothing there. Puck now in the Saints zone. They collect it, and here they come back 2-on-2 the other way. Dancing through the zone is Nolan Long. Nolan Long behind the net. Good pivot there. Tries to get the cycle game going, but that's broken up by Culver. Good defensive play there by number 9, John Crawford. Saints regroup in their own end. Finn Kearns over here to Placido. Placido search and pass. Icing called off as the Saints were down there first. Comes back to the point. De Placido keeps it. He does not keep it in. Just gets over the line, and we've got an offside with 6:36 left here to go in the third period. Now, Parker, I believe if it's tied, we go to overtime, but it's 3-on-3. Is that correct?
Yeah, and I remember a few years back there was a shootout because no one scored in overtime, and that was one of the more exciting ones.
Right.
So if Culver manages to pull something off here, we're in for a treat.
Oh, big shock hit there by Finn Kearns, and that puck is cleared over the glass, so the face-off will come outside the Saints' blue line. In fact, right in front of, all the way back in front of the Culver bench.
And here are the Saints. This is going to be an important 6.5 minutes here. This is going to decide the game. These are very crucial for them to be smart and still be on the offense and not to roll over here.
Puck cleared into the Saints zone, picked up by Finn Kearns, rims it around to the far side to Capo. First one there, but Culver comes up with it. There's a shot from the point, hits a defenseman's leg. And a good play there by Karskadin as he showed good patience, went behind his own net and settled things down for the Saints. So that's the kind of I think what you were talking about, Parker, responsible play here. Might not be the flashy play, but it's the correct one. And the Saints do just that in clearing the zone. Luke Sinclair dumps it in and gets it himself, holds it against the wall. Finally works its way out. The Capo right on his man. Puck gets outside the blue line. And here comes Culver. Blake Manning dumps it in front. They jab at it on the short side. But goaltender Paulo Frasca does a good job of getting that pad down and holding it firm. And we'll have a face-off to his right.
5:19 here left in the third for the Saints. Got a good commanding 2-goal lead, and I've seen this has been a more steady play throughout the game than this morning's game, and I thought they have played better and more solid and physical play overall instead of trying to make the big, huge cross-ice pass for the highlight.
I would agree with you, Parker, and I think they came out with a lot more energy right off the hop as well. Again, sometimes that works a little to your advantage when things don't go your way to start with. Just a little reminder. And here come the Saints 2-on-1 coming the other way. Pass in front. There's a move. Oh, and Jackson Culver went from the right to the left, back to the right, and just couldn't get the puck up high enough in the air as there was a little bit of open net waiting for him there. Culver comes up with the puck again, drags it into his own end. That's played to an open wing, and Saints come back. Oliver Turner. Here he comes. Oliver Turner, little toe drag. And he's been offensive today. He's made a couple of good, nice rushes. And that was just another one.
And he's also been very solid defensively, picking up sticks and what he always does on a daily basis. And that's what makes him such an important aspect of this team.
Oh, played to an open win. Michael Deck stops, gets it in front. Kieran Durbin jams, he scores!
Goal! Number 9, Kieran Durbin. That is going to be Kieran Durbin's 26th goal of the year. Ottawa, Ontario native, Penn State commit, buries a huge one for the Saints here in this third period.
Well, he was the recipient of a great pass, but what was unfortunate there for Culver was that was a very untimely line change right there. And that's what opened things up. But Kieran Durbin stuck with it, got the pass, put it away. And if you're a St. Andrews fan, you're breathing a little bit easier now as we get inside 4 minutes and they're up 5-2. So Culver, do they have another few in them here as there's a long shot off the stick of number 22, Max Davis. And Paulo Frasca, who we really haven't talked too much about this game. I mean, he hasn't had a lot of work, but certainly been steady when called upon, makes the glove save.
Yeah, Paulo Frasca has been solid tonight as he has been all year. 1.92 goals against, 9.935 save percentage, and he's been steady. He had that nice play on the penalty kill to break it out, and I think that's what he does on a nightly basis.
Jacob Bolche almost got sent off there. Sorry, not sent off. It received a great stretch pass and almost was on his way. It was broken up at the last minute. Puck now in the Saints zone. Comes back to the point. There's a long shot. Hits a leg. Goes out and play. Puck is chipped off the wall and out. And here come the Saints back the other way. Nolan Long takes it to the center of the ice. He's taken down. And that was Sean Wiedemann. Wiedemann is going to go in the box for Culver. So Sean Wiedemann, that's the second penalty for the Eagles this period. Saints have had 2 as well. So again, if you were a Culver fan, not what you were looking for with 3:13 left to go here. The Saints are back on the power play. Aiden Lane gets it across, and a great pass there, and just missing on the other side was Nolan Long. Kieran Durbin back to Galeche, over to Deck. There's a shot, That miss, it trickles past the net, goes below the red line. Puck comes back to Deck, who's at the point now. Deck looking, probing pass through the slot area, doesn't meet its mark, and that puck is ripped off the wall and out. And Lecce will get back 4 at 1:25 left in the penalty, 2:36 left in the game. Aiden Lane gains his own, dumps it in all the way over to Michael Deck at the far side. He gets a return pass. Deck on the short side, pass, score! Beautiful pass from Deck, cross ice to Nolan Long, and the Saints go up 4.
Nolan Long, great goal for him on the power play. Up with the vets. Nolan Long buries his 15th goal of the year. Well done for him, and that should seal the deal, making it 6-2 for the Saints with 2:21 left here in the third.
So 2:21 left to go in the third. Saints, I think we're safe to say, will probably take this game. And a very sound effort offensively and defensively for the Saints. They've also been disciplined, no terrible penalties out there. So certainly a game to reference for Coach Manning and his staff going into their third and last game of the round robin tomorrow. Saints dump it into the zone. In pursuit is Karskadin. He plays it to the half wall. It's Luke Sinclair that gets it in front. There's a scoring opportunity. Nice save there. Puck along the half wall now, back behind the red line and the net for Culver. Saints happy to just peel off. Puck comes to Finn Kearns. He dumps it down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. So a couple of thank yous I'd like to mention before we go off air. One is to the head of the school, Mr. Kevin McHenry. I know this first hockey team, I know he's a fan of all the sports here at St. Andrews, but this first hockey team, I know he takes a lot of pride in how well the school's represented with this team, and he does everything he can to support them as well as the other teams. So he does a lot for this tournament. And of course, Mr. Matt Wyatt, not just this tournament, but all the games this year would not happen without all his hard work and the work of his journalism class. So we've got a little bit of a dust-up deep in the Saints zone here. I don't know if any penalties are going to become of it. Little frustration there, I'm sure. But it doesn't look like any penalties are going to be called. Cooler heads are going to prevail, and there's 1:22 left to go. So Parker, you've seen the Saints play all season. Where would you rank this game?
This has been an exciting one. I mean, a lot of diversity with the goal scoring and the production and the defensive play. It's been really good to see them today, this morning and tonight, how they've played and how it's been a re-energizer and a spark. Obviously, this tournament always is. And I just hope they keep it going. I would say it's probably one of their top 10 games of the year, especially with the crowd and how they played. Definitely a really good one.
Shot went off the goaltender's arm and out of play.
Just a minute left here.
Yeah. So face-off will be to the right of goaltender Maverick Avant, who's actually played very well this game. He has seen a lot of rubber, that is for sure, and he's played very well. Saints win the draw, push it into the corner. Lucas Padome gets it in front, no one there for the Saints. It's played over to an open wing. Jackson Culver goes down hard into the wall. And he's a little slow getting up, but he's staying on the ice. That's good news for the Saints. Puck in the corner. Lucas Padome battling for it with the Saints. He's happy to keep it just right where it is. It finally comes out. Culver comes up with the puck. They chip it through the center ice area. And Culver comes up with it, so he's feeling fine, and that's good for the Saints. Puck cleared outside the Saints zone. Brought back in again by Culver. We're going to get a penalty there, as that was number 21, Tobias Tilley, driving it in. And Connor Durbin, I don't know if he got his leg out, but he certainly impeded. Might have been an interference call as well. But Connor Durbin going in the box with 17.3 seconds left to go here in the game.
And it seems as if that's going to wrap it up here. 17.3 seconds left to go. 6-2 for your Saints. Just get out of this healthy, no scraps.
Puck is cleared out. Culver retreats all the way back to their own zone. And Saints happy to just let them hold the puck.
And that'll be a 6-2 win for your Saints. 2 goals from Aiden Lane, 1 goal from Lucas Prudhomme, 1 goal from Kieran Durbin, and a goal from Long. The other way, Crawford and Cunra with the goals, and that's a wrap on your McPherson Friday night game and the annual Selly with the students. What a game, what a win for these guys. They had this game circled on the schedule since training camp, and they wanted this one.
So on behalf of all of us, thanks for tuning in, and again, check out that sac.on.ca website for all the upcoming games and results. Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
Wow.